Happy morning, one and all present here. I am Dr.G.BHAVANI, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Degree College for Women. Today I am going to present the important paper in Commerce degree, that is Income Tax Law and Practice 1. First we have to see what is our basic concepts of income tax. So before going to calculation, we have to know some of the basic terms, that is assessment year, previous year, person, assessee and residential status. So first we see what is assessment year. So assessment year is a year. It starts from 1st April and ends on 31st March of the next year. So for this current assessment year, it is 21 to 22. So it starts from 1st April and ends on 31st March. In that assessment year only, the person will pay the tax. So only the paying the tax year is called assessment year. Then we move on to the what is previous year. So previous year, as per section 3 of the Income Tax Act 1961, previous year is a year immediately preceding the assessment year. So previous year, also known as a financial year, it is basically means the period starts from 1st April and ends on 31st March. For example, for the current previous year, it starts from 1/4/2020 and ends on 31st March of 2021. In that 12 months period only, the person will earn the income. So that is called previous year. Then the next important term we have to know is what is person. I mentioned the word. Person will tax. It is a previous year assessment year. What is person? Person is not only one item. It includes many people. First one is an individual. An individual is a person. It is both male and female. It includes both male and female. It is a human being. There is no paka definitions for human beings. So it includes under individual. It is also included in person. Next one, that is Hindu undivided family. Hindu undivided family is a family. It's registered under the Hindu Undivided Family Act. One of the person is represent the family, that is called the manager of the family. It is also known as Karta of the family. They will control the family, they will pay the tax. Next one is company. The company is divided into two parts. One is Indian company, another one is foreign company. The Indian company is always resident in India, but foreign company we have to check whether it is controlled in India or not controlled in India, we can give the status. Next we have partnership firm. The partnership firm is a firm. More than 2 or 3 people are joined together to form a business and to earn profit. That is called, they are also included under person. Next one is an association of person or body of individuals. They also have some registered membership, that is AOP and BOI. They are also included under person. Next one is local authority. The local authority, for us we have councillors like that. Local authority also one of the important terms in person. And next one is we have to go every artificial judicial person. So for example, in Tamil Nadu we have LIC is one of the artificial judicial person, and it is all includes under person. So persons means they have to follow all the rules for person. They only mention the word is person. Next the important term is assessee. First we have to know what is assessee. Assessee, it is divided into 3 parts, that is ordinary assessee, representative assessee and assessee in default. Assessee in normal assessee means an individual who is liable to pay the tax to the income tax department. They will pay the tax, they will pay the fine, they will pay the interest like that. Anything they will pay is known as for his income. It is called as a normal assessee. A representative assessee, there may be the case in which the person is liable to pay tax for the income or loss incurred by the third party. The government or the court will appoint the people for legal affairs. So if there is minor child, whether it is there is an NRI or there is a disabled peoples, so they appoint some person. That person will represent that person, they will pay the tax. That is called deemed assessee or representative assessee. Both are same. Next one is assessee in default. Assessee in default is nothing but they will charge the tax, but they didn't pay the tax according to the time. So they have to go for penalty or fine, like that they will pay. Next important term is in basic concepts, we have to know what is residential status. The residential status is a status given only by the income tax department. No other departments having that type of extra privilege. Only income tax department they have to give the residential status every year to the person. Person means individual, HUF firm, company, AOP, BOI, local authority and every other person. So first we have to see what is residential status of an individual under section 6. First step, they have to know who are the resident. A resident, if we got the status of resident, they will go for ordinary resident or not ordinary resident. And third category is they go for non-resident. Before going that resident, they have to know what is the conditions. They have to fulfill two conditions. One is basic condition, another one is additional conditions. So what is basic condition? To test has been an individual in resident in India under section 6.1. An individual is said to be a resident of India in any previous year. You have to satisfy any one of the basic condition. Basic condition number 1. He is in India in the previous year for the period of 182 days or more. In 365 days, you have to stay in India at least 182 days. If they are not satisfied 180 days, for example, they satisfy only 180 or 181, they didn't satisfy the one of the basic condition. They can go for second option. Second option, he is in India for a period of 60 days. In the place of 180 days, they can go for 60 days. So 60 days they can satisfy means, again they have to do another satisfaction. This 4 years they have to satisfy 365 days. So if they satisfy any one of the basic condition, they got the status of resident of India. Okay. If they didn't satisfy both the condition, they got the status of non-resident. Okay. After getting the resident status means they have to go for whether there is a ordinary resident or not ordinary resident. So if you have to give ordinary resident, then they have to satisfy another two conditions. The condition number 1 is out of 10 years, they have to satisfy 2 years compulsory, plus they have to satisfy 730 days in 7 years. So they have to go for 2 plus 730 days. They have to satisfy. Then only they can fulfill the additional condition. If the any one of the basic condition is filled and 2 of the additional condition they fulfill means, in this academic year, they got the status of resident with ordinary. If they didn't satisfy any of the additional condition means, they got the status of resident with not ordinary. If they didn't satisfy even basic condition itself means, they got the status of non-resident for this assessment year. Like this, we have to go for every people's person. Includes individual means HUF, company, firm, body of individuals, AOP, every other person, local authority, everything they have only 2 status. One is resident, another one is non-resident. If there is resident means the control and management of that firm, company, AOP, BOI, it is in India, they got the status of resident. If they didn't satisfy, the control and management of the affairs is situated fully outside India, they got the status of non-resident. This is the basic residential status. In that also we have a calculation, and we also have many conditions and etc. Thank you one and all listening my lecture. Thank you so much.